Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Your faithful cloth reporter comes to you this week with a question that begs a definitive answer. Why in the world did the cost of simple items like antiperspirant and lotion go up sometimes threefold over the last 4 years? And above all else, what is the root cause? I mean, for crying out loud, are they putting gold or platinum dust into these regular everyday skin treatments? Something we always took for granted as being respectably affordable, up until Felon Joe stole office, that is. Just in case you just got in from Jupiter or something, the average retail price for a unit of antiperspirant was $8.09 as of February of 2025, per the table shown from the Statista website. For comparison, that same product category was $4.25 in 2020. By my limited puppet math skills, that looks to be almost 100% increase over that time period. Now, has your salary increased the same during that same 5-year time period? No. Now, if you're like me, you're more than a little suspicious of the motives and board of directors of the large corporations involved in the manufacture and sale of all personal hygiene and cosmologic products that we put upon our bodies daily. In researching for this video, the common reasons I saw listed were things like disrupted supply chains during the CCP pandemic and supposed labor shortages related to the pandemic also. Give this puppet a break. The pandemic was over in 2021, 4 years ago, and yet the prices of antiperspirant and deodorant remain artificially ultra high. I also saw listed that deodorant and antiperspirant manufacturers are now offering advancements in deodorant technology that supposedly make them last up to 48 hours, and hence in turn led to costlier formulations and special ingredients that upped costs substantially. Okay, I am willing to accept that argument if I used an advanced technology antiperspirant, which I most certainly do not. So that is a false claim if I ever saw one. Then the reason of marketing cost was raised. This quote is from one website. Quote, deodorant manufacturers spend significant sums on marketing and advertising to promote their products. These costs are ultimately passed on to consumers through higher prices. The use of celebrity endorsements, eye-catching packaging, and targeted advertising campaigns can all contribute to the overall cost of deodorant, unquote. Newsflash. Deodorant companies have always done celebrity endorsements and eye-catching packaging since the beginning of time. So what changed about that during the upsurge in prices? Nada. I also saw brand loyalty listed as a cause. Really? What that boils down to is corporations saying that customers will not leave if they get a bit greedy. So you know what? Let's go ahead and up the ante to keep using our products. Now, if that is not capitalism at its worst, then nothing is, folks. Then I read the environmental regulations on everything from chemicals used in the antiperspirants to those used in the packaging have done nothing but driven up costs. Okay, fair enough. But how many watching are not a bit suspicious on that argument? I mean, how easy is it for the average deodorant consumer to check the cost of industrial chemicals? It's like flying with a handkerchief tied over your eyes, is it not? And you can rest assured that CEOs and COOs have decided to cash in no matter the cost to the average citizen. Finally, possibly the most laughable excuse yet came up when I was doing this research, that the pandemic caused so many to stay home that a large percentage of the world population simply ceased buying or using deodorants and antiperspirants since they would not be out socializing. If they stunk at home, who cared? But the real crime against humanity committed with that was that many deodorants and antiperspirants sat on store shelves for months or years gathering dust, and therefore the big corporations took it on the chin as far as reduced sales and profits went for the duration of the CCP virus. Therefore, they are now on a free-for-all price gouging spree in order to play catch-up on filling the multi-million-dollar bank accounts of the board of directors and their minions. If I did not know better, that seems a lot like illegal price fixing to my untrained puppet brain. Friends and colleagues, you cannot make this stuff up, but I would say that the Federal Trade Commission needs to at least investigate if they are truly about protecting American consumers. And that leads me to the next item of concern I mentioned in the intro. Yes, that is the crazy high prices of lotions and skin creams these days. Yes, if you're like me and have dry skin issues, lotions and creams are a daily part of maintaining the overall health of the largest organ in our bodies, our skin, neglected at your own peril. But if you're also like me, you have gotten massive sticker shock of late when shopping your local retailers for lotions and creams. Products that were priced at $3.50 in 2020 now regularly list for $9, even a mind-boggling $12 per bottle or jar. Yes, it has gotten really bad in the skincare industry, evidently, from everything this puppet has seen through the torturous Felon Joe years, even up to now. Why are we seeing the massive prices that we are? Well, let's have a look under the hood. Okay, folks, the first reason that I read listed during my research for this video was good old research and development, or R&D as it is commonly called. I don't know about you, but the skin lotions I use are the same ones I've used for decades now, so I fail to understand exactly how R&D costs over the past 4 years would have impacted the product prices on the shelves. Maybe I am missing something here. The next root cause of the overly inflated price of lotions and creams I read was, quote, high quality ingredients, unquote. So that's it. The site I saw this on said they are adding higher quality ingredients in order to fight off visible signs of aging, restore a glowing appearance, and protect against environmental stressors. Okay, fair enough. But again, how many of the overly priced store skin cream offerings have been on the market for 10 plus years now? The next reason I saw brought up with my bewildered blue marble eyes was the addition of vitamins and antioxidants. Yes, those most likely are highly beneficial to the epidermis, among other things. Again, I ask if those ingredients have changed much in the Jergens and Suave lines of skincare products that are now at least twice the price seen just 4 short years ago. I would venture a guess not. Next thing, why that would be, according to sites I researched, high quality packaging and ecologically sustainable packaging. I don't know about you, but most of the packaging I have seen at local retail outlets for skin lotions and creams looks to be the exact same plastic bottles or jars they have been in for decades now. So this puppet ain't buying that excuse in the slightest. And finally, friends and colleagues, can you guess what the key factor is listed for determining the already obscene prices for skincare products of late? Why, that would be none other than increased manufacturing and distribution costs. Now, I for one can attest that the wages being paid to the factory workers at these corporate slave mills has increased zero during this run of out-of-control prices. So what exactly is increasing the cost of manufacturing and distribution of these products to the store shelves? Oh, you mean to tell me that freight companies are charging more to deliver products these days? Oh, you mean the cost of individual ingredients has gone off the charts for making skin creams and lotions? Okay, my viewers, I will buy this argument, albeit with a disclaimer. That disclaimer being that basically all of the oligarchs and board executives got greedy when the CCP unleashed the Wuhan virus upon the world at large. Therefore, it was nothing more than their greed and lust for money that drove these prices to now unsustainable levels. What exactly will level out this playing field for already cash-strapped consumers? Well, it would have to be substantial wage increases, and you can rest assured that isn't happening anytime soon. Best option short of that, stop buying the overinflated products, but basically no one can go without deodorant, antiperspirant, or skin lotion for long. The oligarchs know that, and so onward they march. Criminals will be criminals, and it is up to you and me to call them out on it every time. Good night, my loyal viewers, and sleep well.